Okay, guys, so we're here to do a quick little review. I just want to talk a little bit about a few movies that I would really love to introduce you guys to. The first one is Showgirls. Um, this is interesting because it's essentially Las Vegas in a nutshell and what goes on, and it tells the story of a young woman who really is there to seek revenge for an incident that happened in her past. So she decides to get into, dancing after working at a corrupted strip club. I really enjoy the plot in this and the music and just some of the raunchy jokes, and her roommate is really funny also in it. And it's really interesting because the main actress that was in this movie played Jessie on Saved by the Bell, and she parades around half naked in this, basically in lingerie. Um, I don't know, it's just a really interesting movie. I just wanted to point that out. The next one is Striptease with Demi Moore. I've always been a fan of Demi Moore, anyways. Do 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 do. It's just one of those movies. Striptease was such an accomplishment for her after, like, Nothing But Trouble and Ghosts and a few of the other films that she was in. Um, and to me, Demi Moore was always one of those actresses that could do everything if you gave her the opportunity. Yep, that's right. We're going way, way old school. Reform Schoolgirls. This is by far one of the more craziest prison movies that I've ever seen in my entire life. It's an all-female prison where the guards basically just treat them like they're slaves. Um, and the Plasmatics, the main singer of that group, is also in this movie. This was one of those movies where I had to watch it 3 or 4 times to really get into it. But Reform Schoolgirls is absolutely worth a watch. It's really good. This is a really good Tommy Lee Jones movie. Sorry, it's like 1 or 2 in the morning here. And Susan Sarandon is also in this. The Client is about a young boy who goes off into the woods with his friends and brothers, I think. I'm not quite sure if they were his cousins or brothers. I think it was brothers. But they're traumatized because they witness a mob suicide of a lawyer who was paid basically to get this guy off of a conviction for murder. I really enjoyed this movie because it's not your typical Tommy Lee Jones movie. He plays somebody who's kind of an angry old grumpy man, and that's not normally his type of movie. Normally he's like into like the comedy or more like a serious role. So it's definitely interesting. This one is a good but oldie one, and I love it to death, and I watch it constantly. Waiting. Now, some people thought that Waiting was kind of like overrated. I disagree entirely. Pardon me. I mean, Ryan Reynolds, Justin Long. I mean, the cast just keeps going on with great actors and actresses in this. I mean, Dean Cook, um, Shelley McNoken or something. I can't pronounce his name right. Lewis Gordon, um, Anyways, it's a really, really kick-ass movie. I recommend it, especially if you're a Ryan Reynolds fan. Really, really funny. All About Steve, which a lot of people have never even seen this movie, but I don't understand. Sandra Bullock, Thomas Hayden Church, and Bradley Cooper. This is one of the more outrageous Sandra Bullock movies I've honestly ever seen, because she plays a stalker 100% in this. She stalks this guy all over the country, and man, it is just one of those movies and that keeps going on with funny stuff constantly happening. It's just, I don't know. I would just say check it out. It's one of her best movies that people might not know about. And the last one we're going to review, Love Stinks. This has French Stewart, Bridget Wilson, Tyra Banks, and Mr. Bill Murray, ladies and gentlemen. He plays the marriage counselor. My favorite parts in this movie are when the two main characters, they're having a really hard time basically in their marriage, and they keep cheating on each other and they keep screwing around. I love the part when she gets really, really drunk and she literally falls into the pool. And the guy that's delivering the drinks, like at poolside, jumps in to save her because she's like practically drowning. But see, that was her part of her plan originally, anyways, because she wanted to make out with this guy because she thought he was hot, and like she literally just fakes that she's gonna drown just to hook up with him, and they start making out in like the pool and getting it on, and then like all the lights in the hotel come on, and like they're just there half naked in the pool. It's really, really funny. What could I say about Bradley Cooper? Bradley Cooper is hilarious. I don't care what people say. Some people think he's a terrible actor. I completely disagree with that 100%. He is freaking hilarious in this movie. So, that is your hidden gems. I'm going to keep doing these videos once in a while just to point out that there are movies that you guys might not know about that might be interesting to you. These are just a few that I thought would be kind of cool to talk about. I'm going to get out of your hair. I got a long day ahead of me, and I got to get some rest. So, peace, love, night.